wanted to do this broadcast and talk a lot about posting because the number one tip that everyone shares is just be consistent with showing up wherever you're showing up. If that's Facebook, if that's Instagram, if that's TikTok, the number one thing is to show up every single day. But if you don't know what to post, then you're not going to be showing up like you should or how often you should or with confidence. But I wanted to talk through, these are 18 different post ideas that you could do every single week. So every single week, if you just did 2 posts a day, that would be a whole week of posting. And so that's one thing that you can kind of like release yourself of pressure. But what I wanted to talk about, the number one thing to focus on for social media is to be social. People come onto social media, especially right now, to kind of escape their reality, and so maybe that is connect with people, maybe that's laugh, maybe that's, just get a break from their kids, however your follower or whatever, like think about why are they on social media? And so that's where you can show up and be somebody who's there to either help them laugh, maybe encourage them, share a tip that's helpful, but then also recommend products that help them reach their goals, and so, but the first thing is that you have to be social. So sometimes what we post, you're just like, well, how does this connect to selling something? Every single post does not really have to connect directly to a sale because only 1% of people are ready to buy. Like if you're 1% of people, they don't get on social media to buy. But then if you talk about a problem that they have, like I talked about that I needed to detox, I needed to cleanse, and so if you talk about a problem that maybe you have and what you're using, you can offer a solution. And then they're like, oh, wow, yeah, I need that too. And so you can think about it that way. So here's some tips about on this side, you can see what are some different post ideas. Now, if you're new, and you're a new distributor, the very first thing that I would do is to share your story. And that's actually one of the tips that I have in our getting started videos and everything is to share your story. And you're just like, well, I'm new. I don't have a story. You have a story. Every single person has a story. If you bought a kit, there's a reason why you bought the kit. And you talk about, what was I thinking? What was I struggling with or stressed about? And what was that decision that I made, and what am I looking forward to do? You do the same thing with weight loss. You do the same thing with health goals. I was stuck and frustrated and tired of my favorite jeans not fitting. And then I remember, in my closet, not being able to pull up my jeans. And I was like, something has got to change. And I saw my friend sharing her results about how she was losing weight after she had her second baby. And I reached out to her because I really wanted help. And so I started using the products that she recommended, and I was able to lose, or even if I'm so excited to get results, who wants to try these with me? Like that's a way that you could do it before you started losing results. And then as you're losing results, you update your story. So share your story. Unboxing videos, that's one thing that you could do every single time you get a product in the mail. You can unbox it, open it up, go make a video of it, talk about why you're excited, why this is your favorite product, you order it every month, or this is your first time to try it. And you can even, share some results in the comments. But unboxing videos are really popular, and that's something that even if your order came in last week and you didn't do an unboxing video, just put it back in the box and unbox it. To do an unboxing video, that's something that all of you guys can do. You can share your results. This is something that you should share your results tied to your story. You could do that every single week, and if you're adding new people every single week, then it's a new story for you to share for them, for your new followers. So share your results, what products you're doing. If you just got a customer, share that. I know we were watching a show last night, and I was able to sign 2 customers while I was in my bed. I was literally getting paid to watch TV, or as I was watching TV. And so that's something that's how cool is that? And you can share that as a story. Your lifestyle, we always talk about your vibe attracts your tribe. You're going to attract people who like the things that you like. And so whenever I talk about, branding yourself, that just means sharing things that matter to you. And so you can think of I've heard 4 different topics. I've heard 5 different topics. You can think about, For me, that's probably like my kids, healthy lifestyle, kids, family. I'll include, kids, family, healthy lifestyle, running an online business, a lot of healthy lifestyle. I could probably narrow mine down into 3, but pretty broad topics, because a lot of mine fits under healthy lifestyle. Wanting to be a good mom, have a happy marriage and healthy kids and happy kids and homeschooling, and then running an online business. And so think about like, what are your brand pillars? What can you talk about every single day without prompting, and talk about those and share that. And you'll attract people who fit into that same thing, that they're attracted to that because they identify with you. And like yesterday, I shared another person's story. Once a week, it's, especially whenever you're just getting started, you might not have your own results. Share other people's stories. It adds social proof, because it's like, oh, it's not just you. There's other people getting results too. But at least this is my, don't just share a before and after picture. Always have a name or a story or something that you can put with it. But if you can tie it to a name and a face and a story, then it's way more powerful for the people who are reading it. Share something funny, something humor. I like to have mom humor. Share something that people can relate to, because if you make them laugh, you make their day better. They're going to remember how you made them feel. And so that's always something that you can share. Quotes do really, really well for me on Instagram and everything. Some of my highest impressional posts are on Instagram are quotes, and so you can think about that. It sometimes makes it easier whenever you can't think of something to post a quote. Now, this is something that I like to do, especially for YouTube. But if you have a question that you're getting asked over and over and over, I would make that into a video or make that into a post. And it's like, I've been getting a lot of questions about how my coffee tastes. So let me tell you, this is for these are 3 testimonies from my last customers and what they say it tastes like. So you could do like something like that. What's a question that you get asked a lot about your products, about like how you're losing weight, about what you're eating, even if it doesn't have to directly do with your business? What's a question that people ask you a lot, and answer those. Go live. I love going live. That's a way that you can just be a human. And I will talk about that in just a second. Share helpful tips. So what are you cooking? How are you keeping your kids busy? How are you keeping your house clean whenever everybody's at home all the time? How are you staying active? How are you losing weight? What are you using? Like, do that kind of stuff. Share behind the scenes. That's whenever, sometimes it's good to have your kids or somebody like that take a picture of you doing something so that they can show the behind the scenes, like you in bed on your phone, or you cooking or something like that. Like, share you doing something, and like, what do you look like in behind the scenes? What does your day look like? What does your office look like? What does your bedroom look like? What does your car look like? Is it clean? Is it messy? Mine is always a mess. Interview something. I love doing live interviews, but you can do it on Zoom or something like that. Record a interview with you and somebody. Or just, sometimes I'll get a review from a customer. That's something else, but, and just do a screenshot of like, how are you liking your products? And then they give their answer. Like, wow, that's a great social proof right there. Contests, giveaways, we have those as a team. And that's one way that we grow our network, is through the host to post giveaways. Share those, at least once a week to get some host to post up. And then another thing, just as easy as asking questions, getting opinions. Like, some people will say ask Facebook or whatever, but just say like, what are y'all cooking this week? I'm running out of ideas. What movies are you watching with your kids right now? I'm running out of ideas. Get opinions, ask questions. I already talked about sharing other people's success stories, but that's another thing. Celebrate your team. And so if you have somebody who just got started and already got a customer, like, I would shout that out. That would be so great for them to see, but also for other people to see as well. And then if they're on our team and you're new and don't have a team, you can shout them out too. Just be like, oh my gosh, it's so great to be a part of a team that works with so many different families, helping them make extra money. We just had a new girl on our team sign our first customer. Way to go. It's so exciting to be a part of something bigger. share a benefit. So a benefit of like the coffee would be that you can lose weight without dieting. You can, start your day off burning fat. You can start your day off crushing your cravings, staying full. You could talk about a benefit. It's really easy to think about like the benefits of like collagen and the benefits of drinking celery. That's another, like you could list out some different benefits of a product that they might not know about. Like I didn't know anything about celery until we came out with our celery, or just celery. And then I was like, oh my gosh, celery is amazing. And so that's something that talking about the benefits that a product can give. And I usually put it into a story form, and I'll usually say, I knew nothing about celery before. And then now, like, it's the easiest way for me to detox naturally. It helps my skin stay clear. It helps my joints not be achy. Like, there's so many benefits to celery, and I didn't even know about it. And I usually share the benefits like that. Be encouraging, be inspiring. Sometimes that looks like sharing from a story where you overcame something. Maybe you were fearful of going live and you finally just decided to do it and you realized it wasn't scary, or just, standing up for yourself, or I don't even know, but be encouraging, be inspiring. You can share quotes, you can share what they mean to you, share a verse, what it means to you. And so that's something that you can do. So the thing that all of these types of posts, your number one thing is, well, I already said, you want to be social because you're on social media. So think about it. Think about every single post as either like sharing a story or starting a conversation or something like that. Like you want interaction. You don't want it to just be like, buy my stuff, here's my products. You want it to start a conversation. So that's the other thing, is start a conversation. So like the post that I did last night was all about the cleanse. Like, who else needs to cleanse? It's like opening it up for conversation. And like I said, assigned to customers. So it's amazing whenever you can start conversations, it was a short story in the sense that I'm stuck at home, I'm eating too much, and I need to cleanse. Who needs to cleanse with me? Like, that's a really short story. But it gets people to be like, I need to cleanse. I need that. And so it's kind of like an easy way to start conversations. The sale happens in Messenger. So don't try to sell on your post. Your post should only be to start conversations, to get people curious, to get people saying, raise their hand and say, me too, have a me too moment. And show your face. The easiest way to grow on social media, and to have that know, like, and trust. Because it's one thing, like, if you're just getting started and everybody on your Facebook, like, you've known them for, over 5 years. But then it's one thing that if you're just meeting them today and you're expecting them to become a customer with you, they need to know, like, and trust you. And so the fastest way to make that happen is to show your face often, in a picture, in a live video, in a pre-recorded video, because sometimes I do that too, but to show your face so that they recognize you. They know, oh, wow, okay, I know that girl. Like, I see her in my feed all the time. And they remember how you make them feel when you're inspiring and you're encouraging and you're sharing funny memes. And then you share a post about your story about how you lost 20 pounds just making a few simple healthy swaps, or you're so pumped because Gabby lost 20 pounds using our products, and wow, you just can't believe how amazing it is to help normal moms, who are stuck and frustrated, finally start getting results. And so you can see how by showing up, even if you're just showing up, mixing your morning coffee and talking about something completely different about you're mixing your morning coffee and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is such a funny story I had to tell you guys. And you're just drinking your coffee. And then you can say at the end, oh my gosh, and I forgot to tell you, if you want more information about this coffee that I've been drinking every single day, it's helped me lose 5 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I'm super excited about that because I'm finally, out of my maternity pants that I've been wearing for 3 years. You can make it funny or whatever. I'm running a huge special right now where you can actually get it for a discount. If you want more information about that, just drop the word coffee and I'll reach out to you. Now, some people will drop the word coffee. Some people will just think about it and then they'll message you like, a month later because they're like, oh, I need to lose weight. And I remember that Angela was doing that video and she was talking about her coffee. I have to drink coffee every morning. So it's like, it's one of those things that being consistent, showing your face is like all these things like add up. And so anyways, I hope that this helped give you some ideas about, what to post, how to post, what's kind of like the meaning of posting. It's not just about selling. It's about showing up, showing your face, being consistent, being social, starting conversations. It's about all of that. But if you can do it if you can post every single day, and that it's just like something that you do and habit that you get into. And if you use these examples that help you, so that if you don't know what to post, just like, oh, I can grab one of those ideas, then hopefully that will help you be more consistent and have more confidence whenever it's just like, oh, I know I should post. What should I post? And the more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise. Okay, so if you have any questions, I'm going to post that link to this guide thingy. Oh, it's actually on that guide thingy. It's already in the files, but I'll post it so you can just grab it. You can download it. But if you have any questions or anything, don't hesitate, because I'm here to help.
Thanks for listening to The Family Hustle with Angela and Adam Parker. We appreciate you guys being here.
If you're listening, don't forget to take a screenshot and share it into your stories and tag us at Grassfed Mama.
Also, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your podcast player of choice. That helps other people find out about what we're doing, and it's the best thing you can do to help us grow the podcast.
Hey, goal getter, are you ready to stop having to chase after people only to realize they aren't even interested in what you have to offer? You spend months trying to build rapport and get to know them, and then they never seem interested in buying. What if you could attract your ideal customer to you and have them reaching out for more information about your business and what you have to offer? If this sounds like something you want more info on how you can put into practice, join our Attraction Marketing Bootcamp, where we take 5 days to dig deep into discovering what your ideal customer wants and how you can be the most attractive to them through branding and developing a customer journey. Over the 5 days, you'll have worksheets and videos to guide you through this self-study. To learn more, head on over to grassfedmama.com/attraction marketing. And now back to the show.